Okay. I see people joining. Welcome to Trivia Night. Everyone feel free to say hello in the chat box.
Yes, let us know where you're coming in from. Hi, Denise.
Hi. And Matt and Stefan, you have the chat open, right? So you can see everyone?
I do.
Perfect.
Wait, is it the one? Wait, oh, here it is. Oh, there we are. Oh, hi, Denise.
Yeah, everyone say where you are, what you're doing, any events you've attended.
Hi, Todd.
I'm just in my library at my house right now, so.
All right.
From Maryland.
Hi, Mila. Hi, David. Hope you all are ready for some silliness.
Yes. Some education too. I mean, we will be discussing clarinet trivia, but this should be fun.
Oh, is it what it is about today, right now?
he's gonna leave now. That's not.
I had my presentation about how to make clarinets ready for you guys. Sorry. Next time.
Okay.
All right, we should be good to get going here. Give another minute or so to let people come in.
While everyone is coming in, I hope everyone's had a lot of fun so far at ICA Plays On. If you've attended any of the other panels, I hope you've enjoyed them as much as we all have. I know I've had a lot of fun listening to what people are sharing, their knowledge, their expertise, and we have another full day of events tomorrow, so be sure to go to the website, register for any events that you're interested in attending. Besides that, let me think of other things that I might be forgetting to mention. There's a virtual exhibit hall that Jessica put together, so please be sure to visit that. I'm sure Jessica can put that in the chats faster than I can.
Don't worry, Stefan, I put Selma in there.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, feel free to use the chats, any resources. I don't know how many resources there might be for the trivia, but I have been collecting anything that people say, videos, books, anything like that. I'm sending that out next week to everyone that attended. If you haven't seen, the ICA has a shop in store on Threadless. You can buy things like mugs, t-shirts. Someone bought a beach towel yesterday. I'm very jealous of because that means they're by the ocean.
Or not. Or maybe they're just pretending.
Maybe that's what I should do.
You just get a background like what Matt has and throw the towel over your shoulder and just pretend like you're at the beach. A virtual beach, exactly.
I like that. That's a good idea. Virtual beach.
Grab a book really quick.
Yeah. So Jenny, do you want to kind of explain how we're going to do this?
Yes. So I'm really excited for the ICA's first virtual event, but also our first attempt at a trivia contest. I say attempt because we put a lot of work into this, but we are still learning about the best ways to do these things. We do want to make this a more regular thing for the organization. So the way it's going to work tonight is we're going to be using Zoom polls. I will ask a question, I will read it aloud, Jessica will put it on the screen, and then everyone should be able to click and vote for your option. There is no scoring system in place. Like I said, this is a test for future events. We're still trying to figure out the best platform that can score everything for us. So we hope you get a lot of fun and enjoyment and some education out of all of this. And when we start, we have a few practice questions for everyone. So don't worry, you don't have to be a master of this right away. We're all learning in this together. Before we start, why doesn't everyone introduce themselves? I realize I might have neglected that for earlier panels. Anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Jenny Maclay. I'm the ICA social media coordinator, so I share most of the things that you see on Facebook, Instagram. I try and respond to all of your messages, and I'm really happy to be here.
And I'm Jessica Harrie. I'm the Executive Director of Operations with the ICA, and I'm just so excited that this event is possible, and we're really excited about expanding this and using this facility for future events. So we thank everyone who's been able to participate. Just a reminder, all of the panels will be available on YouTube at some point next week after I get them edited myself. And they're also archived on the Facebook page, which we've been able to broadcast there. So if you're on Facebook watching, thank you for joining us there. We're happy to have you as well. And you can still register and jump in the panel at any time if you'd like to actively participate in the polling. So please go to clarinet.org and find ICA Plays On, and you can find the webinar link to jump in.
And maybe do you want to add that in the Facebook comments for anyone that's watching on Facebook?
I will do it.
Perfect. Jessica is on top of everything like that. So maybe we'll give another minute or two for people to register if you're watching on Facebook and you want to hop over to Zoom. Matt, Stéphane, care to introduce yourselves?
Bonsoir, I'm Stéphane Gentil from Selmer, Paris. I'm clarinet product manager, and I'm also on the advisory board of the ICA, and I'm very happy to be part of this Clarinet Fest online because I've been attending all the Clarinet Fest for the past 20 years, so I couldn't miss this one. So having something online is really great and cheerful. And I hope we should do a trivia when we do a real Clarinet Fest somehow. We should find a way to do that. So I'm glad to be here.
We were going to. Jenny and I had a huge plan. We also had like customized bar drinks where you could go to the bar at the Peppermill and order, a Brahms cocktail.
We had
We had all kinds of ideas, so we were really excited. Yeah.
I had planned the Shepherd on the Rocks. I had thematic drinks planned. It was all worked out. So in the future.
Yeah. So I'm glad to be here with you guys live from Paris, France.
It's like a shepherd's pie on ice, right? Shepherd.
Yeah.
I'm Matt Johnston. I am your big clarinet choir nerd and arranger and alto clarinet aficionado. I live in Stuttgart, Germany, so it's 11 p.m., but there's nowhere else I'd rather be right now than playing some trivia with a bunch of clarinet people. So here we go.
Right.
Am I flashing? It looks like I'm flashing.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm so pale.
That beauty filter, you turn it down a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, before we start,
thank you.
I just remembered that we are going to give out some prizes, but because the way that Zoom is structured, we're not able to give them out in the way that we would like. So what we've done is create a Google document, a Google form. And what you can do is enter your name and your email on this form, and then after the panel is completed, we're going to randomly draw some names to give some prizes to, okay? So prizes could include ICA buttons, really fancy holographic stickers. We also are going to give away a $50 gift card to the ICA Threadless store where you can buy things like this ICA tote bag or shirts like this, or Jenny's got the ICA Plays On shirt.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
If you want that beach towel, man. Water bottles, coffee mugs, all that stuff. So we're gonna give that stuff out after the panel. So go ahead and if you're on Facebook, I'll drop the link in there and you can participate on there. But this is when we're doing it in person, it'll be easier to just be like, come on down and get a prize, we can give it to you there. But the way that it works out, we want everybody to get a fair chance. So we'll do the Google form and then we'll draw winners at the end. Okay?
Yes, I see a question. So we type answers in the chat. Please don't do that. We're about to do a test question. So what will happen, we're using Zoom polls. I will read the question and then you'll see 3 or 4 options appear on the screen. So you should be able to click on one of those options. So if you type it into the chat, that will just mean people might see it. And then if they didn't know it, they cheated and got it correct. Or even if they did know it. So don't reveal the answers until after we announce the answers. And then we might talk about the answers or anything interesting about the questions.
Yeah. You want to try a test question?
Yes, this is a test question.
Matt, can you play us out? Play us some exciting music to get us started.
Oh my gosh, I think
Matt has the tunes.
And I have to stop there for fair use, so that's less than 10%.
And Jessica, I'm seeing some comments that say they don't have the permission to open the Google form.
Well, that's no good. Let me fix that.
Let's fix that really quick. And then we will try the test question. In the meantime, you could grab some water, tea, coffee, anything you like. Maybe if you order an ICA mug, you could be drinking it out of that in about a week when it arrives.
Aha. Okay.
Oh, hey, Sarah.
Is she there?
Yes, Sarah's here.
Uh-oh. Sarah, do you want to get bumped in, or are you... Because we can promote you to a panelist if you want to get in on this.
We'll wait for her response.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. We love this, and we're so happy that everyone's having a good time.
All right,
some peer pressure here.
Here's a new link for that form.
Hello from Canada. Hello.
Hi, Vanessa. You don't have to be knowledgeable, though we assume that since you were on 2 panels, you have some knowledge. Otherwise, what are we doing? All right, we should be good to go.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to drop the first question here. Now, this one's really hard, and it's just a test question, so don't feel like if you don't know the answer to it, it's okay. So when we put the poll up, all right, so maybe you see it.
the poll?
Does everybody see it? Maybe it's working. Okay.
And for every question tonight, you can only choose one answer. You
Get
cannot
out of
choose
here!
multiples.
Who said saxophone already? Come on. Just kidding. That's fine.
Oh wait, can you see the results? I can't see results
I can
yet.
see.
Oh, so
Maybe.
you have to. Oh, you'll probably have to share the results. Okay.
So I'm the poll master, I guess.
Yes. So pretty simple, right? No problems for anyone accessing the polls.
Which saxophone?
Right.
Soprano?
Oh, we're getting some technicalities here. Which clarinet?
Right.
Oh.
I'll let everyone choose.
One question in, and we're already called out for not having all the answers.
Alto.
Obviously, alto for Matt.
Someone in Facebook says false. The answer is false. That's it.
The answer is false.
The lower, the better, right?
Why choose?
Right. Okay.
That's right, Danny.
So, you guys ready to hear see the solution here?
Yes, let's see the correct
The
answer.
correct answer. Can you all see it?
Oh,
Yes.
Woohoo!
7% said saxophone. I guess you're doublers. Viola.
88% of people are correct.
Yes, 88% of everyone watching this, you are correct. If not, maybe you didn't realize this is the International Clarinet Association. Of course we're joking, but we're a little bit biased around here. We all love the clarinet.
Okay. So that one went done. Okay, so the question 2, but polling 2, question 1. I don't know how it works.
Yes, the polls and question numbers don't align. So poll 2, question 1. This is the first real question.
All right, here we go. Are you guys ready? This is
Everyone's ready. The
you only
pressure's
get one.
on.
You got one practice. You got one question that was practice. Now you have to officially do it. Here we
Any? Yeah, no questions. Okay. Matt.
Ready? Go.
Who invented the clarinet?
Oh, gosh.
So take a second.
Look at all these know-it-alls.
I don't see Henry Selmer as an answer here. There must be a mistake somewhere.
Liz, to answer your question, there are 47 people in the Zoom panel, and then a bunch of people on Facebook as well. I have to type the questions on Facebook because they can't see them. So.
Oh, okay. So we'll give a little bit of time. And I forgot that I said I would read the question maybe before we put the question up there. So as we told you, this is our first trivia contest, so we're still learning too. But hopefully we're all having fun.
And learning the answers too. I had no idea.
No for this, no write-in options. Unless you want to write your contribution in the chat, but just please don't give away the correct answers for anyone that might not know the real answer.
Okay. Are we good?
I think so.
So we've got 42 of 46 people have answered.
Okay. Matt, now's your chance. Matt's prepared a lovely solo for us.
Wait, which one?
Or Jessica said you had prepared a solo. There we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Again, 88% of you are correct. Johann Christoph Denner did invent, create, develop, whichever verb you choose to use. It was invented, created, developed around the 1690s, around 1700. We don't have a definitive date for that. So congrats to the 88% who got it right.
Okay. Next question.
Next question. Which member of the clarinet family was invented by Adolf Sax?
Oops.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
I practiced. And now I'm going to select alto clarinet. Maybe you will too.
Still got a couple more people coming in.
Where's
Okay.
saxophone?
Is a saxophone a member of the clarinet family? On a previous panel, that was actually something that was said, so.
I think we have more in common than what we think.
It's true.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the answer?
Yes.
Should we say what happened to him before we reveal what instrument he
Oh.
invented?
I have
Just
it written down. I have a list
kind of
prepared.
explain some things. He's been through a lot.
Yeah, actually, Matt, do you want to tell us what he's been through?
Well, I guess we can start with falling from 3 floors and hitting his head on stone and could barely stand afterwards. So he's obviously been through a lot.
Yes, for anyone that was not aware, Adolf Sachs had a lot of misfortune during his life. I'm reading off Wikipedia. I'm sure there are more comprehensive articles written out there. But at the age of 3, he drank a bowl full of acidic water and later swallowed a pin. He burnt himself seriously in a gunpowder explosion, fell onto a hot cast iron frying pan, burning his side. He survived an accidental poisoning from keeping varnished items in his bedroom during the night. He was hit on the head by a rock. He fell into a river and nearly died. His mother once said that he's a child condemned to misfortune. He won't live. His neighbors called him Little Sax the Ghost. So someone or something did not want the saxophone, or apparently the bass clarinet invented, which was the member of the clarinet family that was invented by Adolf Sax. Okay, this one was a little bit...
I tricked some people.
Don't listen to Matt. He will not give you the right answer.
Ever.
Myself. Don't join the alto clarinet cult just because Matt says you should. That's not necessary. Although he does have a wonderful collection of arrangements for alto clarinet on his website.
I used to have 2, but then I didn't need a backup, so I sold it.
Why didn't you give it to me?
Next question.
Okay.
I'll ship you this one.
No, you don't have to do that.
It's from Value Village. It's really nice.
Value Village. Wow. Must be a real winner.
It's wood.
Well, they didn't know what they had then, right? Question 4. These are getting
Yes.
harder, right? Jen, you want to read the question?
Yes, let's see. Question 4. Yes. Which of the following is not a clarinet system? Is it Gigliotti, Mazzeo, Euler, or Clinton? So I will give everyone some time to collect your thoughts. This one's a little bit trickier.
Especially with Clinton in the list.
Yes.
Is it Hillary or Bill? Asking for a friend.
And we know that all of you can Google on your mobiles or anything, so that's up to you. Again, this is meant to be fun, so if you choose to Google, either way, you probably learned something new. But you should. But we want to do more trivia events like this, so hopefully you're gaining this knowledge.
If you're watching on Facebook, I'm going to drop the actual Zoom webinar link in there, so feel free to jump in via the link, okay? Because before I just posted the ICA website page, but here you go. All right. Looks like we're pretty split on this one.
Oh.
Hey, ooh.
Here we go. Bam.
Okay, so that one was a lot closer. Clinton is a type of clarinet, the Clinton system, not as commonly used as some of the others. Gigliotti is not a type of clarinet system, so that one was harder. Someone said in the comments, the questions heated up quickly in intensity, so some will get harder, some won't be quite that difficult, but I thought I would share that with everyone.
It can't all be easy. You gotta,
Yeah, it was a difficult one because Selmer made a clarinet name after Gigliotti. It was the 10G. The G was for Gigliotti, but it was a bum system. It was not a special Gigliotti system.
I bet
So
he
that
was
one
sad
was
about
trickier.
I think he was. I think he wanted to invent his own system. Who wouldn't?
that, right?
Mm-hmm. And Jessica, for the next one, can you do poll 21? So we're skipping around some. So question 1.1. We should have done this earlier. This was more of a practice question.
Oh, man. Are you ready? This one is an oddball question.
This is very strange.
Ooh.
Which vegetable is best for making a clarinet? And if you don't know this, you are going to learn something very fascinating today.
Do the seeds have to be on the outside or inside for it to be a vegetable?
What kind of reeds do these vegetables use? German or French system? Yes, please feel free to add your comments. That's part of what makes this fun, is everyone's contributions to this chat. How are the polls looking, Jessica?
I think they know this one. They've probably seen that viral video.
Yes, hint, hint. If you have not seen this viral video, I'm glad to introduce this to everyone.
Actually, I'll pull the YouTube video up.
Okay, there's a TED Talk too. I'm sure everyone has seen that too. And after this, I want to know if anyone has actually tried making one of these vegetable clarinets.
Okay, here we go. The carrot.
The famous carrot clarinet. Chances are, if you're a clarinetist, you have probably seen the carrot clarinet video somewhere on the internet. One of your non-clarinet playing friends has probably tagged you in this at some point. But it's incredible, really. And I was watching the TED Talk earlier today. I just have a question, though, because the official carrot clarinet maker uses a saxophone mouthpiece. So can we really call it a carrot clarinet? What does everyone think? I have no definitive answers for that, but...
Yes.
Yes, and there is a Viennese group that makes instruments from vegetables.
Linda is the be-all, end-all answer right there.
Yes.
Linda says yes. That is the correct answer.
She
yes.
knows a lot about vegetables, so I trust her.
All right,
And
Jamie, what are we
I was just
next?
going to say that I think, if I'm not mistaken, please someone correct me in the comments if I am, I think that I remember reading a couple of years ago that there is a world record for largest carrot clarinet ensemble. So if someone wants to verify that, please send that link in the chats, because what a record to create.
Right. Is that what the ICA should go after at the next?
Yes, so I think that would be a good record to try and beat. We can all build our own carrot clarinets. Carrot clarinet choir. Matt, do you want to start arranging music for that?
I'm trying to think of some pun or a joke, and I'm just at a loss of words right now.
Okay, we'll come back to you. Okay, I think the next one is poll 5, question 4.
Okay.
What are you spending your time on, Jenny? If you've never visited my blog, jennyclarinet.com, I've written a lot of educational articles, but there's also some stranger articles, such as tracking down the graves of famous clarinetists and things like that. So it's a nice mixture of informative and unusual articles, shall we say.
Liz has the receipts.
275 carrot clarinets. So everyone, please check that out.
What?
I didn't imagine that.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of carrots.
That's actually, what is our record for the clarinet choir in Knoxville? Because, like, it's 300 and something, right?
It was, yeah, 376, I believe, or in the 60s. So this might be a good idea for our next world record, is carrot clarinet choir.
Oh, 367. There's Mitch.
360. The ICA set the record for world's largest clarinet ensemble in Knoxville at Clarinet Fest last year, and it was 362 clarinets. The fact that they made that many carrot clarinets and attempted that is kind of amazing. Also,
That's
what
really cool.
are you doing with your time?
And healthy.
Just, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for the next question? Here
Yes.
we go.
Next question. For whom did Mozart compose his famous clarinet concerto in A major?
Never heard of it.
Todd says, did he undercut the tonals? If for anyone interested, there really is a TED Talk. He goes through the entire tutorial, how to make it. I've actually Googled articles. There are well-written articles on how to make your own clarinet. So if you decide to do that, please tag us, ICA Clarinet or ICA Plays On. That would be a wonderful video or a photo to share. That Mozart concerto wasn't a thing. It wasn't technically a thing because the manuscript is missing, so we're being quite technical. It's a wonderful piece, but we're not sure what happened to the manuscript. We have some theories.
Yeah, now would be a good time. If you have that in your personal collection and you're not sharing it with the rest of us, please share with the class. We would like to see it. I have some questions. I have some questions.
It's in Matt's library. You gonna go get it, Matt?
I'm busy.
Okay.
Rachel, I totally had that happen to me too.
Yes, if you're a clarinetist for the period of several years, you probably had everybody tagging you and check out this cool video of a clarinet.
Okay. This is pretty close. Are you guys ready to see the answer? So who did Mozart write his clarinet concerto for?
We're about to find out. Anton Stadler. So it looks like that one was a little bit easier. That one was more of a runaway. 85% of you. I'm happy to announce that 0% of you said Hermstedt. So he was Spohr's clarinetist. Wolfeld was the Brahms inspiration.
Matt, cue the trombone.
Yeah.
Wait, but what if somebody gets a question wrong? Okay. Pretend we got it wrong. Jenny, say the wrong answer.
The answer was Cavallini.
Been waiting for you, so.
We'll see. That might happen.
Right. Okay. Good job, everyone.
Good job. You know about Mozart. That makes me really happy for everyone. Next is Poll 6, question 5. This one's tougher.
Uh-oh, this is a chronological question.
Get your years in order. Which piece was written first? There's a couple of these chronological questions. So fantasy pieces, Shepherd on the Rock, or the first Brahms Sonata.
This one's hard.
Maybe we used our trombone sound too soon.
I know.
We could use it again, though.
I have another wrong answer one.
Okay. Johnny Brahms, as his friends called him.
Secret hand signals to the people.
Everybody can see you, though. I can see you. Okay. I'm typing the questions as we go through on Facebook, but I don't know if they're... Is my keyboard picking up? Is it too loud?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Got a couple more people waiting on the answers here.
Okay. Googling years frantically, I imagine.
They better not be.
You guys need to use a lifeline?
Yeah, we didn't decide. I guess we can have lifelines for this.
Do a 50-50 for this one.
Who should we call in the chat? Let's promote somebody to come and help us get the solution for this answer. Sarah, I could just promote you. You have your video. Sarah. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. She says she won't be any good. I don't know. There we go.
All right.
There we go. How many of you got it right?
Oh.
Shepherd on the Rock was written in 1828. The Schumann Fantasy Pieces, 1849. And the first Brahms Sonata, 1894.
That was close.
Yeah.
That was closer.
I got that one. Hi, everyone.
Yay!
Hello.
Hey.
Okay.
All right. On to the next question. Poll 6, question No. Pull 7, question 6. This is another chronological question. This one is tougher, I will admit.
We might get a wrong answer on this one, maybe.
This one we might get a wrong answer, so I encourage you not to use Google. I'm curious to see how many people know this.
Okay.
Which of the following clarinetists was born first? This one is tougher.
And I learned a fun fact about these 4 people when I was researching the question.
Rachel wants to know, does Matt have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sound? That would be good.
Oh my gosh.
We don't have those dynamic camera angles, though, that like zoom in and zoom.
Oh, and the lighting, like the.
Right.
Oh, you can't see my fingers where the lights come in.
Bum bum bum.
Maybe soon, though, if we want to make this a regular event, I think we can up the production quality.
I learned before this whole thing started that I shouldn't just randomly try sound bites because it's.
Do it every month. We were thinking something like that, so I'd love to do that.
You can mix it up, do Jeopardy, and then do, clarinet related. What's a Family Feud? Have some teams.
Mm-hmm.
Survey says that 9 out of 10 clarinetists.
Yes, Sarah, please get your bagpipes.
Okay. Are you guys ready for this one?
Yes, I'm curious to see.
There you go.
Oh, everyone got it correct. Frederick Thurston was born first, but this one was a lot more challenging. He was born in 1901. Reginald Kell was born in 1906, so don't feel bad if you said Kell. Very good. That one was
Jenny,
tough.
you gotta be honest. You gotta be honest. You said everyone got it right, but that's just not true.
That's true. Not everyone got it right. So
I'm not calling anybody out. I'm just joking, of course.
Of course, all of this is lighthearted. So the 53% of you that said Thurston, congrats. You did get it right. Everyone in that 53%.
Okay.
But the fun fact is he was married to
Thea King.
Thea King. He married her in 1953, which was the year he also died.
No.
The end. Next question.
There's questions about deaths involving famous composers and clarinetists, so just wait for those.
Jenny, did you show your book?
Yes, I have a wonderful book. I'll wait until we get to that question. I have a really great book recommendation for everyone.
Next one.
Next one. Another chronological one.
What number?
Oh, sorry. Poll 8, question 7.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Which piece was written first? The Gershwin Rhapsody in Blue, Copland's Concerto, the Artie Shaw Concerto, or Bernstein's Sonata?
Or the Mozart Concerto. No, just kidding.
Don't give them more choices. 4 is enough.
Sorry, that's enough.
Remember, don't listen to Matt.
Never listen to me.
Molcher Concerto. And now we wait as everyone either Googles or figures out the answers they want to say.
I'm not Googling.
Well, you have your entire library of expansive...
Yeah, here's my manuscript. It's not a green screen.
Okay. I'm giving about a minute for everyone to answer. Is that okay?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Because I haven't been checking Facebook. I imagine people are participating there.
All right, here we go. Wow.
Okay. Rhapsody in Blue is correct. That was written in 1924. The Copland Concerto was written between 1947 and 1949. The Artie Shaw Concerto was written in 1942, we think. And the Bernstein Sonata was written in 1941 and 1942. Fun fact, that was the first piece that Bernstein published was his clarinet sonata. So good job for everyone that got that correct for every one of the 49%.
Can I play the Rhapsody in Blue Gliss on alto clarinet now?
Let's hear it.
Hey.
Just kidding.
Oh,
Aw,
go on.
tease.
No.
Aw.
You have some requests. I think you have to do that now.
Oh gosh. Oh, but it's. Oh. Okay, maybe.
How does
later.
that even? How would that even work on recorder?
Yeah, maybe we could hear it on recorder.
Yeah.
That was it. That was it.
No more. No more.
Okay.
That was perfect.
We don't want to get sued, so we should just stay away from that.
Well, I'm more worried about Stéphane being recruited to perform. It's too good. Okay, what's the next question?
Next question is poll 9, question 8. This one is probably the hardest one out of everything. So deep breaths and good luck.
Be honest.
I like the second answer. That's just, what are
Is
you?
this-
Is that does ellipses just mean what are we doing here? Is that what that
I
is?
think I wrote all these questions, I will admit that. So I think if I wrote no with an exclamation point and people actually chose no, that would make me a little bit sad. So I did the ... to help my feelings.
You can just say it was me choosing it, or all the people that choose that answer.
Okay.
The answer's number 1.
But in all honesty, I really hope everyone is having a lot of fun at this.
All right, we don't need to go full min on that one.
No. 11 for sin abuse and ... Wow.
Those
Okay.
were
we're
all
going
me.
to-
I have 11 computers set up, so I just.
Okay. Okay. So we have to try harder at this.
I'm gonna assume that 5 of you had your cats walking on your keyboard at this moment, and this is the result of that.
Or maybe in your hate to type yes and yes.
What's that?
My Eric Dolphy is downstairs. I have a new little kitten, and he's called Eric Dolphy.
That was the best name for a kitten.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. If anyone has any pets named after famous clarinetists or composers, please let us know. I always love it when people name their animals after musical things.
I know Chris Nichols' dog's name is Finzi, I think.
Yeah, I have a friend whose dog's called Brymer.
Oh, a cat named Takata. I think Diane's cat's name is Fritz, right?
Yes.
Fritz Krebs.
Yes.
I love all of those.
All right, let's do a serious question now.
Okay, this next one is serious.
And sad.
Is it 10?
Yes, it is. Poll 10, question 9.
Okay.
Which clarinetist died shortly after performing Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue?
No banter on this one.
No banter. I don't have all of the details about this, but from what I've heard, this clarinetist was French, and they moved to America, and they were playing this in the Baltimore Symphony, I believe. And at some point after they performed Rhapsody in Blue, I don't know if it was immediately after the opening solo, I don't know if it was after the concert, after the piece, but they collapsed and died. So, unusual clarinetist death.
What a way to go.
Bummer.
Okay, just another 10 seconds or so.
Okay.
I've got my sound effect ready.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know this one. Okay, here we go.
Matt? Okay, the correct answer is A, Georges Grisé. I think the pronunciation is correct. He was the clarinetist that played the Rhapsody in Blue and then died after his performance. So that is the first one that we have gotten incorrect.
That was tough.
That one was tougher.
And
So
they just
there
get
is-
here.
Hmm?
They just get more difficult from here on out.
They
85
do.
more questions.
There's not 85 more questions, I promise.
Please stay.
This is my time to recommend a book I have read recently. It's fascinating and interesting. It is called Beethoven's Skull, and it's about the morbid history of classical music. So it has stories. It doesn't have that story in it, but it talks about Beethoven's skull, Haydn's skull, and other things that I had no idea before, such as the fact that Berlioz was plotting to murder somebody. So if anyone is interested, this is where I got a lot of information that I've written about on my blog. It has been very interesting. So if anyone is interested, Beethoven's Skull.
For Berlioz, let me guess, it was a girl, right? It was over a girl. It always is.
Actually, it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I heard that story when I was studying in undergrad, and I was like, oh, that piece, the Symphonie Fantastique is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sure she
Yes.
really loves it. Thank you so much for this gift. This is lovely.
Well, let's see. Kelly's read that. Let's see. Harold Wright had a writer in his BSO contract saying he didn't have to play Rhapsody in Blue. Okay.
Interesting.
So the next question, poll 11, question 10. This is about repertoire for the clarinet.
There we go.
Which of the following is not in Bela Kovacs homage series? So if anyone is familiar with the series of homages, one of these is not in that book. And Jessica, we have a request. Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
Okay.
Maybe.
I'll try.
Or speak louder.
I'll talk louder.
Okay.
I want some music to fill the space, but the only song I have is this.
You're not too far from Switzerland, are you?
Yeah, I was waiting for a Swiss category, or yeah, I'm only about 2 hours from Switzerland, so it's a good song.
Do you not have a costume, Stefan, that you can dress up to dance to that in?
Not this kind of costume, but maybe I shouldn't say that to you, Sarah.
Yes, next year then.
I was gonna wear lederhosen, but I didn't want to kind of, yeah. But I do have 4 pair of lederhosen. Next trivia night.
Stefan's
Okay.
gonna get a box in the mail next week from Sarah. It's gonna
Oh,
happen.
To add to the other 3 we've got already.
I don't know what could surprise me anymore, coming from Sarah, you know?
All right. No surprise here.
Okay. Most of us know our repertoire, so a Dvorak, that is the correct answer. That is not an existing homage etude. So if anyone wants to write that, I think that would be something I would like to play. Something that I found out recently, again, I have no definitive proof, but I have been hearing from some clarinet scholars that Dvorak was working on a clarinet quintet right before he died. So I wish that actually existed. I don't know if it's missing somewhere, but would that be wonderful? I would just love that.
It's probably here.
Matt?
Check in Iowa. There's a lot of his stuff in Iowa because he lives
That's
there.
true.
Okay.
That is very true.
For all of our Iowans.
All right. So, poll 12, question 11 is next, and this one is a little bit dark as well. I'll wait for the question. Which composer did not die shortly after composing for the clarinet? And this is something I have written about on my blog. There's something which I call the clarinet curse. There are several composers throughout history who have died after writing music for clarinet, and one of these did not. So which one escaped the clarinet curse? Oh, Melissa, thanks for reading that article. And I'm going to find a little excerpt from Beethoven's Skull, that book that I recommended earlier. Yes, the Beethoven Skull book is pretty dark, so very interesting, but quite dark, of course.
right. Here we go.
Okay. Yes, we got it correct. The correct answer is Weber. One of the final pieces that Mozart completed before his death was the famous clarinet concerto. Poulenc actually did not live to hear the premiere of his sonata for clarinet. It was premiered shortly after his death. Nielsen wanted to write a piece for every wind instrument. He wrote his flute concerto, he wrote his clarinet concerto, and then he died shortly after that. So Weber was the only one that escaped the curse of the clarinet. But what I found in this book is that maybe the clarinet curse was trying to claim him as a victim. So I'll just read a short excerpt. As a youth, Weber was gifted with a beautiful singing voice, but he was destined for a cruel fate. One evening, he casually drank from a wine bottle. What he didn't know was that his father was using the bottle to store an engraving acid used in lithography. The effects of such a substance on the body don't bear thinking about. It nearly killed him, and he took 2 months to recover. So, he still lived for a long time after writing his famous works for clarinet, but it was a close call, it sounds like.
And now you know why we label things.
Yes, label things. I mean, that sounds like an honest mistake.
Sure.
And composers, start at the bottom. Start with bassoon and go up, because the bassoon just got shafted so many times. I know a lot of bassoon players, so that's all.
I mean, you could tell us the truth, Matt, that that's actually what you are, and you're just in disguise.
I'm multi-instrumental, but I have played some bassoon.
Okay.
But we won't kick you off this panel, so it's okay to...
All right.
All right, the next question is a Weber question in honor of him surviving the clarinet curse.
Yay!
What is the opus number for Carl Maria von Weber's Concertino in E-flat major?
There might be more than one correct answer. There's not, but there might be.
Okay, Matt.
It's so vague.
Am I?
Remember, the number one rule for this game is do not listen to Matt.
He's
As
only
long as you
here
do that,
for the
you're fine.
soundboard. Just kidding.
And the library, the manuscript library.
Devious.
Devious.
Maybe.
He seems to know you well.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting my sound effect ready, because this could be one of those.
Okay.
It's a little more one-sided than you might think.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
Okay.
Ding. Correct.
Congrats.
Good job,
61% of
everybody.
you are correct. Matt does not want everyone to do so well as they're doing. He's very disappointed he can't use more of his sound effects. Sarah, where's your bagpipes?
Bearing in mind it's 10 to 11 here, I'm not sure my neighbours would appeal.
That's probably good for your neighbors.
Okay.
And Eric
Okay.
would hate it.
That one was maybe a little bit easier. So we have another opus number question coming up for poll 14, question 13. What is the opus number for Carl Nielsen's clarinet concerto?
Again, there could be two answers.
I mean, you can listen to Matt if you want to hear better sound effects. There is that option. Stefan, David wants to know, is that a Selmer harmonica?
Of course it is. I prove it right here.
I would agree, that probably is easier than the Weber. But I'll prepare my sound effect.
Okay.
Oh.
And we wait.
Okay. He's ready.
Correct. Now everyone can say that they have not only attended a clarinet trivia contest, but a virtual one, and one that has alto clarinet sound effects. I knew I was a clarinet nerd, but I never realized what level I would sing to until this event, I think. So I'm proud to share this moment with everyone here.
I think you're looking at it wrong.
What
You
new
didn't-
heights
you
we're all
didn't
reaching.
sink- yeah, you didn't sink to anything. You're rising, clearly.
Yeah, you're not a clarinet nerd. It's not like clarinet's in your email address or anything.
Also, we reclaimed the word nerd, by the way. Just saying.
We have.
Yeah.
And Matt was joking that actually is my email address, multiple email addresses, so
All right.
thanks, Matt.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of people here have clarinet or some variation in their email address.
Yeah, you don't have to share your email, but leave a comment if your email does include the word clarinet. I'd be interested in seeing who else is doing that. So for the next question, poll 15, question 14, another opus number. This one's trickier. Clarinet lover, okay. What is the opus number for the Finzi 5 bagatelles?
Oh, this is on my desk.
Cheater!
Not-
Cheater! I was just telling them the story of my email address. When I started my doctorate, I had this email address, a Yahoo email address, clarinetlover@yahoo.com, and one of my advisors was like, "That's really unprofessional. You need to change your email address. It's a Yahoo email address." And I was like, "Okay," so I changed it to the same thing but at Gmail. And he was like, "No, I mean use your name. Don't do." So then I have 4 email addresses now.
So then she
Yeah.
legally changed her name to Clarinet
Right.
Lover.
Should I edit that here on the screen so that it reflects the correct?
Oh, and I see Todd has a home Wi-Fi network called Clarinet. That's brilliant. I love that. Changing my name.
God.
That's too perfect. That's incredible.
Wow.
Clary Cat.
Oh, Clary Cat, that's good.
Okay.
I've used on social media, and for my blog is Jenny Clarinet. That's obviously not my real name, but I've had dozens of people throughout the years. Is that really your last name, Clarinet? And I wish one day, maybe.
My Wi-Fi network when I was getting my master's was K622. Yeah. That's when you know you've reached that level.
Wow.
Matt says that so judgingly, but he's the only bassoonist here, so.
I used to store people on my phone as their first name and then the instrument they played afterwards because
I still do that.
I still do it a little bit.
All right.
Okay, let's
Matt, are
see.
you ready?
Oh no, hang on. I just got a refill. Okay. Oh. Wait, was that loud enough?
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the correct sound effect for the incorrect answer. The correct opus number for the Finzi 5 bagatelles is opus 23. That one was closer, so kudos to the 37% of you who got that one right.
We're starting to break them down.
I think people just want to hear the sound effects. Maybe I could be wrong, but
They're intentionally sabotaging these polls.
Don't
be ashamed of your intelligence ever. You
I
should
got
always.
a sound effect.
I have a good affirmative sound effect. So if they want to get the next one right, I have a new correct one.
I can do an incorrect one.
Okay. We're ready for all situations. So let's try one or the other on what is the opus. Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay. Nope.
What is the
Nope.
Sorry. What is
Okay.
the opus number for the Schubert Shepherd on the Rock? And I will fully admit that I made this tricky by using the same 3 numbers. I'm so
That's
sorry
mean.
about that.
That's really mean.
Really mean.
I feel like when you were in school, Jenny, maybe someone was on you all the time because you didn't know the opus numbers, and now you're making us all pay for that.
I'm trying to think. Maybe. No, maybe I just. Part of this I'm learning too. When I wrote these questions, I knew them, but I had to refresh my memory. So it was a nice refresh for me.
We've entered the opus block.
The opus block. There are different kinds of questions. Let's see. I think this is the last opus question. This is the last opus question.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the most difficult, I think, based on the trickiness of your choices.
I'm sorry.
Can I get ready then?
Sarah,
Yeah.
get ready.
Both of you get ready. Let's see.
Okay.
Sarah.
Oh.
What that was side stuck.
I love the way you're holding the trombone, Sarah. Beautiful.
Look at that even spread, though. I mean, nobody had any idea.
I did
Yes.
grade 1 about 10 years ago, and it's been sat in the music room unplayed since. See, my costume's perfect.
Don't give up your day cake, says Todd.
So nice to me. That was my international debut on trombone.
That sounds wonderful. For anyone that was wondering, the correct answer was D965. So descending 965 is that number, or Opus 129 sometimes,
Answer
depending
number
on
one.
answer number 1. Yes,
Sarah, you should play bass trombone.
you should.
I mean,
I'll go on eBay and see if I can find one. I nicked that one from my old school and never gave it back. Did I announce that on here?
they're listening.
I just have, haven't I? It was
Okay.
a good deal.
All right, next question. Now that we have finished the Opus numbers, this is some repertoire history. And this one, I tricked you. I tried to trick people. So think carefully before you answer this.
Tricky.
For whom did Stravinsky compose his 3 pieces? Think very carefully. And while you're submitting your answers, not many people know that there's also about a 10-second 4th piece that Stravinsky wrote at a bar on the back of a napkin for Pablo Picasso, and some people recorded.
I wish I had it now to play on the alto clarinet, because that would kind of, yeah.
I could send it to you, maybe not for this trivia night, but you can learn it for a future
trivia nights.
Yeah.
Name this excerpt.
Okay.
Oh, let me get my sound effect. Okay.
I get one. I have one for the next, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, no, you go ahead, Matt. You go ahead.
Wait, for right or for wrong?
Well,
I don't know.
we know it.
You should have both of them ready at any moment, because it's these are the hard questions, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done my bit as well, so.
Okay,
Whoa.
congrats. That one was more evenly distributed, but the correct answer. It is Werner Reinhardt. That one was tricky because Stravinsky wrote it for philanthropist and amateur clarinetist Reinhardt, but Edmund Allegra actually premiered the Stravinsky 3 pieces. So if you said Edmund Allegra, don't feel too bad, because he did the world premiere of that piece.
But if you said the other 2, you're wrong, and you should feel bad. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, more or less. If you said another option, maybe you should revisit clarinet history books a little bit.
No.
But to be fair, that's not a commonly taught subject. I don't know if there's any university anywhere in the world that teaches clarinet history per se. That's something that maybe goes along with clarinet lessons or something like that, but I know I never had a formal clarinet history course during my schooling. All right, let's go on to the next question. Poll 18, question 17. Which of the following Mozart symphonies does not include clarinets?
It could be more. No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Are you?
I'll still give a wrong answer just so I can maybe tilt it.
Were you the 11% earlier that wasn't having fun in this?
I was 10 of those, yes.
Okay.
It's midnight for you now, Matt. You should go to bed pretty soon, I think.
Quit tilting
Yeah.
the poles.
The library's still open though, and the sun is out, so all good here.
I don't know what's flashing, but it kind of looks like you're about to get pulled over for doing
I
something.
know, it's really weird. My complexion is just. I need a tan. I have to sit really still and then I stop.
If there are police outside, please, we don't need you that bad.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
So.
All right, I'm gonna end the poll.
Let's see. Sorry, the correct answer is Symphony 33. So, again, that one is a little bit more evenly distributed. But for the 30% that said 33, congrats. No comments?
No?
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now just to make sure that there's no, quorum of Mozart symphony experts. Oh, you didn't specify which clarinet. It's Symphony 31 is 2 clarinets in A, so maybe...
He's trying to find a workaround.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need this in my life.
I know, I need more sound effects like that for daily life. Would that not be useful? Or during lessons. I don't know if anyone's taking a lesson or when they're teaching a lesson. Wouldn't it be nice to have sound effects sometimes?
I think.
Oh, go ahead.
I think Todd Waldecker at Middle Tennessee State has a easy button, and anytime you play something that you thought was hard, you just hit the button. I remember doing that in my lessons, and I found that cathartic, not to just smash the button, but
Moving on to poll 19, question 18. This one's really tough, so get ready. How are you doing so far? The questions are about to get harder. Are you a clarinet genius, or do you need to revisit the practice room?
This is intermission, right?
No.
Intermission. Time for
Hydrate.
refills. Hydrate.
Oh, there's a clarinet solo in here somewhere.
Hey.
If anybody wants to share in the comments where that song is from.
Is that a bonus question?
Yeah, bonus question.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Oh no! Are the questions too hard? Should I make them easier next time?
I think that everyone's just inspired from the last couple panels, and they just know that being a clarinetist is about always learning and growing. So this is the correct answer.
This is true. For anyone that missed it, in all seriousness, the one sentence of seriousness in all of this, we did have an incredible day of panels. I know they were all just so inspiring for me, so I hope everyone watched at least, one panel or part of a panel. And if not, like Jessica said at the beginning of this, you can watch them after the event. We will be posting them on our YouTube channel, so if you
Are there
missed
any
it.
coming up tomorrow, though?
There are some coming up tomorrow. I can read the schedule at the very end. We have 4 panels lined up for tomorrow, starting with a warm-up panel at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. At 12 is clarinet continuations. 2 o'clock is clarinet in the time of COVID-19, and 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, all of these times are Eastern Time, is creating clarinet content online. So please join us for one or all.
And is there a mass clarinet choir at the end where we all just get on Zoom and we try to play together, but it just doesn't work? That'd be fun.
Carrot clarinets?
Carrot clarinets, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And trying to break that virtual record, right?
How does one make a bass carrot clarinet?
With a big carrot, Jenny.
Okay, thank you, Stefan.
A rutabaga, maybe?
That's not going to happen from carrots from my garden.
If we're going to break this carrot clarinet world record, we need to figure out the auxiliary. So maybe we should have addressed this at the auxiliary panel today, like E-flat carrot clarinet, Basset carrot clarinet.
A Monsanto clarinet, right?
Next project for Selmer, maybe, Stéphane?
Not a Monsanto clarinet. No, never.
All right.
Right. On to the next question. 20 and 19. There you go. Which of the following composers did not write music for clarinet? Baby Carrot is E-flat clarinet. I agree. That would make sense.
You like a little, yeah.
But baby carrots are a lie. They're just a
That's
way.
true.
They're for lazy people, right? Because they're
Probably
not.
still-
They're just
probably
real
still in
carrots that
board.
have been shaved down and cut into tiny little bite-sized bites, which I love. But it's just a
Easy to
waste of.
travel with.
I mean, sure, but where's the rest of the carrot?
Being used to make other E-flat carrot clarinets, obviously.
Baby carrots until they throw the rest away.
I just downloaded an app that gives us lots of sound effects.
Oh boy.
Be careful.
Maybe, yeah, you might want to mute yourself before playing them. Matt found out that maybe not all sound effects would be good for this.
Right before the panel started, we were all crying with laughter because Matt played one that just wouldn't stop. It just kept going for like a minute. And we were like, well, let's not use that sound effect. All right, here we
But I
go.
have a good
Alright.
one for this. If people get it right, I have a good one.
Okay. Okay.
Good answer.
I keep interrupting all these wonderful sound effects. I'm going to wait before I say anything when the answers come up. So correct. Bach did not write for the clarinet. Unfortunately not, even though we steal his cello suites every single day to play.
He would have.
He would have. He should have, but his loss, right. It is his loss. So we only have a few more questions. Any comments, suggestions, thoughts, ideas that people are having before we do the final 3 questions?
They're all a little bit high. Can we have some low ones?
So, that is very true, Sarah. I wrote these from a perspective of someone that prefers the higher clarinet, so I'll have to ask some questions from you. We'll have to talk before we do the next trivia night.
Oh, you could just ask questions to the chat that doesn't have a poll and see if anyone knows
That's
the
true,
answers.
yeah. If anyone has any questions they want to ask in the chat, now is your chance. Anything at all
Is
clarinet
Stump the
related.
Panelists a thing?
Ooh, I like that. Stump us.
That wouldn't take
You
much.
should just throw in like world geography or science questions randomly. I mean, completely unrelated to clarinet.
What's the airspeed velocity of a swallow?
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, Johann Christian, yeah. What year was the ICA founded?
Ooh, that's a good one. Who wants to go?
That's before my time.
Is there an anniversary coming up?
Maybe we
There
just announced it in the journal.
is. Who gets the clarinet journal? Because there is indeed an important anniversary coming up, the 50th anniversary of the organization.
My time.
Oh, wait, I have a sound effect. That's it. Yeah.
I thought it was not going to be that, so.
I need a fanfare. I don't have a fanfare. All right, next month.
Next question.
50th anniversary. Where's it going to be?
We do know it's going to be in Westminster, at the Westminster in Denver. It was announced in the journal, so just outside of Denver, Colorado, which, if you know, this is where the first clarinet event, the ICS was held. So it's a return. We're going to have all kinds of wonderful things planned for that. So Rachel with the numbers here in the chat.
And maybe prepare for performances by playing at high altitudes. Mile High City. That's all I got.
Are you ready for question 20?
Yes. Question 20. Who is considered the father of the clarinet choir? This one could be potentially tricky.
I think a lot of people consider themselves the father of the clarinet choir.
That's true.
Depends on who you talk to.
Did Matt's name not be in there?
Right?
Oh, yes, we could add a fifth option, Matt Johnston.
Yeah.
Should we play some clarinet choir music?
Yeah. I think I'm on this recording.
That probably sounds like a lot of percussion though. Hang on. What else do I have? Here we go. Maybe you guys know this tune? This is good thinking music. Maybe Jenny played on this one.
Maybe.
I played first clarinet because I think the reasoning was you speak English, so you will play first on this for this performance.
That's just delightful music. I mean, like,
I know,
really.
it's so good. That was Molly on the Shore, Percy Granger, in a clarinet choir form.
Wonderful arrangement.
I think what I find, speaking of clarinet choir, not to go off on a tangent, but living in Germany, I've tried to make a clarinet choir here, and they all play on German system clarinets, and so I have my non-German system alto, and there's one girl in my band that plays a non-German system, and I told them I wanted to form a clarinet choir, and they literally said, "Is there music for that?" They didn't even know what the concept of a lot of clarinets playing together was, so I knew I had a lot of work to do. So maybe one day. But yeah, clarinet choirs, it's a good time. So thanks to whoever invented it. That was
Nice
the
segue. Oh,
Oh wait, oh.
Matt.
I know, hang on. Which sound effect am I going to play?
I'm laughing at Matt. Not that anyone that guessed the second option, that is incorrect. He is known for creating one of the first American clarinet choirs, but Poncelet is the first creator of the clarinet choir. So again, I told you that one was going to be a little bit trickier. It was not Gomez or Cavallini, unfortunately. So I just want to put a shameless. Oh,
sorry, Poncelet was a Belgian guy. He created
yes.
it at the Brussels Conservatory.
Very good. While we're talking about clarinet choirs, I want to put a shameless plug in for Matt's arrangements. He jokes a lot, but in all honesty, he has incredible arrangements for clarinet choir. I think I played all of them at some point or the other. I've been really lucky to have studied at schools that have incredible clarinet choirs. So I might have played more than anyone, and I played all of the parts of all of these wonderful arrangements, and they're really, really good. So if anyone's watching this and you're looking for music for clarinet choir, check out Matt's store if we want to put a link there. They're all just really good. And some are really fun too. Let's see, you've done Take On Me. What are some of the others that you've done, like more pop songs?
I have a whole medley of Total Eclipse of the Heart and Come On Eileen and Walk Like an Egyptian. So those are my fun pieces. Although I find all my classical things fun too. But thank you, Jenny. I've known Jenny for a couple years.
While.
Getting up to 20, but yeah, I had some great support from the University of Florida, Mitch Estrin. Jenny played a bunch of my stuff, so I just like clarinet choir. It's fun, and you get to play alto clarinet. Ooh, there it is.
That's actually how we met.
Yeah, and that's how I met
Clarinet Fest in 2006. I was standing in line to go out for a concert to play with I think it was the collegiate choir.
Yeah.
Right? And Julie DeRoche was the conductor, and Matt's standing next to me with his beast. His beautiful. Well, I said, "Why do you have that?"
And I played in the collegiate choir even though I wasn't in college anymore, but I still, yeah. Shh.
Don't tell anybody. Okay.
Okay. Next question. Poll 23, question 21. Which celebrity doesn't or did not play clarinet? I'm going to add one option to this, the invisible fifth option, Stéphane.
Never too late to learn, though.
Right. Just tie him down.
Oh, I want to play this theme again. Here, let's just. Only 10 seconds, though. Okay.
I think Stéphane is probably being kind of quiet because you have a baby, right? A new baby? Yeah.
I do.
Congratulations.
That belongs to him.
I was not doubting that. I mean, maybe. You never know.
Believe that, you believe everything. That's Stephane's toy collection. Along with the gorilla hands.
Wait, gorilla hands?
You still have those, by the way.
We'll see next year in the Force Wars if it's still there. We'll see.
Okay.
Gorilla hands and a photo with a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, right? Maybe.
I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea.
All right, here we go.
All right. Correct.
Apparently, he did not have a friend in the clarinet.
He did not.
What instrument does Tom Hanks play, or what did he learn?
That I don't know. If someone wants to Google that.
Does
Does
anybody
Tom
know?
Hanks play an instrument?
Let's just ask Alexa. Does Tom Hanks play an instrument? No.
No. Okay.
She says she might know. I don't know. She says no.
We'll see. Feel free to correct Alexa in the comments.
She's still talking.
Because he played guitar on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon in 2012.
Oh no, Jessica, we can't say the A word.
It's like when I talk to my dog and I don't want to say walk, so I just say W. You know? Okay.
All right. We have one final question. This is your chance before, if anyone wants to ask questions of their own, chat in the comments, anything like that. The last question is the toughest of all. So gather your wits. Have you attended any of the other ICA Plays On panels?
There could be more than one correct answer.
There, in fact, is. Yeah.
Let's get more of that clarinet solo.
Matt, is that you playing?
Hey, I think we need an arrangement of this.
I'll check the copyright, but I'm on it.
I think they still use it. Doesn't Drew Carey host, or did he stop hosting?
No, he does.
Okay.
Answer C. What would answer C be? Maybe. Thinking about it.
Yes and no.
I'm not sure why I put a question mark there. I typed in the chat. Don't forget to register for our prizes.
Oh yes, let's give everyone a few seconds. If you joined late, please fill out the Google Forms to register for a chance to win some awesome prizes. If you want to show the prizes again, Jessica.
Oh yeah. My bag full of goodies. I have pins.
Ooh.
I have holographic stickers. I have some magnets. I have some. Hey Matt, get me that trombone sound effect ready.
Oh, yeah.
Or Sarah.
Oh wait.
Oh, Sarah's got it. Sarah's got it.
Okay, hold on. Oh. I was really excited to give you guys these awesome stickers, but you know, maybe they could be like a rare item, you know. So I have this whole
ICA
bag. And then
vintage.
I'll
Like
be
discontinued
drawing
coins
for
and pennies.
stuff from that. So just put your name and your email on the Google form, and we'll also draw for a $50 gift card to the Threadless store, where you can buy that tote bag, T-shirts, coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff, including the ICA Plays On logo, which we had designed by designer Richard Henry. So, yeah.
Do we even want to share the results of that question? I don't think we did, but let's just see if anyone's attended a panel. Okay, wow.
Great.
Thank
we hope you enjoyed the panels. And don't worry, if you missed some that you weren't able to go to earlier, again, we're going to get them up on YouTube. They're also archived on Facebook, because we did stream these to Facebook. So please feel free to check them out there. And Also, at the end of the event, we're going to be sending out a survey to find out what you guys thought, things that you liked, things that you didn't, things that you'd like to see included in future events. Anything that you'd like to share with us would be helpful to help us make this a normal thing, because that's what we're really hoping, is that we can move forward and do this more often. So even in these really challenging times, we're able to get together and have a laugh or be inspired like we were during the panels earlier today. I can't even explain to you how amazing it was to hear all of these different clarinetists talk about their journey and to share such great, helpful information. So, yeah.
Were we going to do the drawing now for the prizes, or were we going to do that later?
I'm going to do it offline because I've got probably 10 prizes to give away, so it might take a while, but yeah.
Fair enough. So we'll be sending that out whenever that gets
And I'll announce
done.
them on, I'll just share like first names and prizes on social media.
Okay, that sounds fair enough. Let's see. Oh, thank you, everyone. I'm so glad you are enjoying the event. Anything else that anyone wants to say? Last chance for questions.
Oh,
It doesn't sound as high when it only goes up to high C on alto clarinet.
Oh.
Wonderful.
It's after midnight here. I feel sorry for my neighbors.
All right.
That was something. Okay, thank you, Matt. Any other like trombone or like harmonica that Sarah Stéphane?
Recorder excerpts.
Stéphane is going to fit right in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, and your outfit will be with you later.
So is it cowboy hat and lederhosen? Is that a style?
Oh yes.
Next month.
The latest. So
All right.
he's had beer outfit. What else have you had? Oh, you've had Christmas outfit and you've had an Elvis outfit. So
maybe for anyone watching that hasn't previously attended a clarinet fest, do you want to share a little bit about where these outfits come from, or maybe a story? Anyone that has attended clarinet fest, or even if you haven't and you've seen some pictures online, Sarah and Stéphane are, I guess we could say, the resident pranksters of clarinet fest. Comedians, yes.
We've got to do what we've got to do.
Don't ask.
Do what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Well, and you've done the priest as well.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're good. One last plug, Jenny, for the panels tomorrow.
Yeah, one last plug for the panels tomorrow. Let me get up the schedule. I'll give specific times, everything like that. So, scrolling down. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, these will all be Eastern Time, is weekend warm-up. At 12 noon is Clarinet Continuations, Adult Enthusiasts and New Horizons. 2 p.m. Eastern, Clarinet and COVID, Teaching in the Time of COVID-19 and Health and Wellness in the Arts during the time of COVID-19. And then the final panel is at 5 p.m. tomorrow, Creating Clarinet Content Online. And just as a reminder, if you can't attend the panel, or even if you can, make sure to tag us on social media using the hashtag ICA Plays On. I'm trying to share as many things as I could see on Instagram and Facebook, so please do share. If anyone makes a carrot clarinet, please tag us. We would love to see that.
Don't.
No, don't. Carrot clarinet choir, virtual. A carrot harmonica.
Carrot net choir.
Okay.
Okay, we see some people on this.
David, that's you.
All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Stéphane and Sarah and Matt.
Thank you for inviting us.
And we'll do better next time with low clarinet questions. And if you all have questions that are joining us that you would like us to ask at a future event, please send them to Jenny at assistant@clarinet.org or send us over on social media. And let's do this again. This was really fun.
Yes, this is a lot of fun. I'd love to do that. Let me know if the questions are too easy, too hard, other kinds of questions you'd like to see, and I'll get on that. I'll write some more questions.
All right. All right, I guess we should go. All right. See you guys tomorrow.
I'll play us out.
Okay.
Bye.